Hello everybody, John Craig here with Performance Plus Tennis. Many of you know me as the serve builder in the online tennis world, but today's lesson is going to be on the return to serve, which is of course the second most important shot in tennis. We cannot win matches if we cannot return the serve. So I'm going to go through a series of things that are going to help you improve your return to serve and improve your match play today. The first key is really getting in a good position. And of course, oftentimes we play people we don't even know who they are, how they serve. So we got to start in a neutral position. But in terms of position here, what we want to do is we want to make sure we've got equal distance on both sides. And where your opponent is serving from has something to do with that. If my opponent is serving from next to the center hash mark, I would be moving more to my right. If they're stepping out further, I'm going to try to match them and get this way so that I feel that no matter where they hit the best serve, I'm right in the middle of the two possible angles that they can achieve. And in terms of depth, if I don't even know this server, I'm going to start one or two steps behind the baseline, at least for their first serve. And this is a good position to start from. And then I can adjust based on whether I have more time or less time or how they serve. So a lot of things are going to sort of evolve as you play your match. But I would start in a good neutral position behind the baseline, 1 to 2 steps. Okay. Next up, I want to make sure I get into a good wide stance. I want to have a wide stance because I can't take a lot of steps. All I can take are maybe one big step out to catch a ball one way or the other. And if my feet are close together, I'm going to have a hard time doing that. So you want to feel like you have your legs apart nice and wide, and you're in a position where you can make a good explosive spring onto the ball. Okay. Now, another key to this as well, we look at a lot of players historically like Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal and others. You'll see that they'll get down like this, and Roger used to twirl his racket and you get like this. But this is just a ritual. This is just part of them getting into the tunnel vision of returning serve. But as soon as the server starts to go up into their serve, they stand up because in most cases, the ball is going to be up high on this return and you want to be up nice and tall. So don't confuse this as being a good ready position to actually hit the ball from. This would just be a good position to sort of get focused and then make sure you stand up and get up nice and tall when the server is serving the ball. Next up, get your feet in motion. As the server is starting to enter into their serve after their routine, start to get light on your feet. And as the ball goes up in the air as they're tossing it, time your movement so you can take 1 or 2 steps, split step, so when they make contact, your feet are in the air, okay? So ready and contact, and when my feet are up in the air and they're making contact, I'm answering the question, forehand or backhand, right away. Forehand or backhand? Forehand. Come down and get the forehand, right? So I'm here, I'm about ready to go. 1, 2, 3, backhand, go. So I'm landing and exploding. Make sure that you're not flat-footed. Make sure that you're already in rhythm, already in motion, and you've got a nice, energetic, athletic movement as they're making contact with the ball. Another key piece is really feeling like you have forward momentum. So if you just stand and let the ball come to you, you're not going to really have a very good chance of returning the ball well. So I like the feeling of moving in, having forward momentum. So I'm moving into the serve. And of course, that can vary or change based on what kind of serve you're receiving. If you're receiving a serve that's coming huge, then maybe you're going to need to step back a little bit. But you're definitely not going to let that ball come into you. You want to move into it and feel like you're going out to play it. And that's true whether you're blocking the ball or you're taking a full cut at it. And when you're competing, you've got to establish a ritual and a routine for your return to serve, just like you would for your serve. And oftentimes when you're playing against opponents, the server is sort of dictating the tempo of the play and the points and the time between points. Make sure that you feel like you have some control over that. Between points, make sure you think about what you're going to do next. Think about the score. Think about the patterns of play. Make sure your strings are straight. That helps you stay focused on your equipment and on yourself during this time. And then when you get up here to serve again, just really have your routine and your rhythm down and make sure that the server's not rushing you. If you need to put your hand up in the air and slow them down, you can do that. Okay, you want to feel that you're going to receive that serve when you're ready. Just like a hitter in baseball will step out of the box if they don't feel quite ready. They want to feel like they're very comfortable. They're very prepared to take a swing before the pitcher throws the ball. It's the exact same thing here. So make sure you have a great ritual and you're in control of that tempo and timing. So we're going to be alternating first and second serve. So let me run you through my thought process. If you stood closer to the center line, I would match you by moving to my right. If you step out, I'm going to be matching you here, and I'm going to want to feel like there's equal space on both sides so I can cover whatever angle he hits. Okay? Ready to go. He's set up. I'm in my routine. I'm ready to go. That's good serve. So important that you're ready to react quickly. As soon as the ball comes off the racket, feet are in the air, up, got it. Now when he's hitting first serves, before he even hits the serve, I'm thinking about getting the ball cross court, because when the serve comes in big, if we're late, I want to have the whole width of the court to be late and still get the ball in the court. So on first serves, when serve is hitting pretty big, your goal is just to get in the point and make a return. So I'm going to always try to play that ball to the high percentage part of the court so I have a chance of getting into the point. So second serve's coming up. Now I already know from experience that Randy's going to hit a big kick serve, so I have a choice. I can stay back and try to block it, or I can try to move in and take it early. On this particular instance, I'm going to stay back and see if I can control a slice return or a block return. See what happens, okay? So I did exactly what I wanted to do. I hit a knifing slice off to the backhand side. It was a spin that he could not handle and get over for, so he dumped it in the net. I hit the exact return I wanted to hit. It was pre-planned before he even served. I think it was a little long. Now he's got a pretty good jump on his serve. So this time on his second serve, I'm going to try to move in and take the ball early and attack the ball. So I'm going to be hitting more of a block drive, if you will. I'm going to keep it fairly compact, but I'm going to try to take the ball earlier rather than let it jump up on me. Okay, so I've got to move very quickly once the ball toss goes in the air. Right at my body. So he's popping some pretty good first serves right now, and I don't feel like I have time to really take a crack at the ball, a big cut at the ball. So I'm just going to go right into my blocking mindset right from the start. I already know I'm not going to take a big cut on this first serve. I'm going to block it whether it goes to my forehand or my backhand. I'm just going to, again, try to get the ball in the court, use my athletic skills and my tenacity to try and win the point. Here we go. Serve. I was a little early on that, so I blocked it, and it actually came up short, which was a little bit of an accident, but it was still a good return. I got the ball in play on a first serve. That's what I wanted. Now that first serve came right at me, and I needed to move away quickly and block it. So again, successful because I gave myself a chance to get into the point. And again, the mindset of blocking to get the ball in play. Now, if he misses his first serve and I get a look at the second serve on the forehand, I'll take a chance and go for it, okay? So I was able to attack the second serve there, get a neutral return, and then I was able to attack the first ball on that point. I missed it by a fraction, but I got what I wanted, going for that second serve to the forehand. Let's suppose that I'm up in the set 4-1 and he's serving at love 40 or even 15-30, and I'm starting to get a read on his second serve. I'm going to try to attack it, even if he serves it to my backhand. I'm going to take a chance, take a good crack at it, but I got to move in quickly because I can't let the ball get up high where it's really difficult to play it. So I got to catch that ball chest high or shoulder high, which is really fun, really challenging, but I'm going to try to do it here. Kill me, yes. Seeing today's lesson, and I hope you'll take these concepts to the court. Give us a like, leave your comments down below, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. Thanks again for watching today's video, and we'll see you in the next lesson.